Okay. Took me a little time to remember how to do this on Tuesday. But this is a different edition of the 2-2 podcast. I can't even remember the name of it. Do y'all remember the name of it? I don't know. Let's try this one. Oh man, I missed you all, and I'm glad to say this. We are back. It is time for season 2 of not only the 2-2 podcast, but it's Thursday. And you know what we do on Thursdays. Yes, indeed. Welcome back to OUTWORK U Thursdays right here on the 2-2 podcast. Listen, I missed y'all so much. We about to get into it. We about to have a little fun. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know the move. Grab your friends, grab your family, grab your notebook, grab your iPad, grab your laptop, because class is in session. Let's get to work. Have you ever wanted to record a podcast but didn't know the way? Well, I've got good news. Let me tell you about something. It's called Anchor. And Anchor is the easiest way to record a podcast. Let me explain. It's absolutely free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. And it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So here's what I need you to do. Please download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. I want to ask a question of you. And also I want you to ask this question amongst your group of friends, your family, ask this of your husband, your wife, your significant other. Ask this question. How would you define the word love? What does love mean to you? Webster's dictionary defines love as a few things. 1, an intense feeling of deep affection. 2, a great interest and pleasure in something. 3, a deep affection for someone. And 4, a like, or to like or enjoy very much. An intense feeling of deep affection, a great interest and pleasure in something, a deep affection for someone, or to like and enjoy very much. We got a lot of things that we like and enjoy very much. We have deep affections for someone. We've had deep affections for someone. It is an intense feeling. It's more than just, I think I love you. You gotta, if you really truly love somebody, you feel it. You feel it. It's intense. It grips you. It grips you like never before, like nothing else can. If you truly love someone or love somebody, that love will truly grip you hard. Tina Turner. And this is one of my favorites. Y'all know this is one of my favorite songs. It was written in 1984. It's a really good song. Y'all may or may not have heard of it. Some of y'all kind of young. Granted, I'm young too. It came out way before I was born, but it came out in 1984, and it asked the question, "What's love got to do with it?" And Tina Turner describes it as a secondhand emotion. Sweet old-fashioned notion. Don't act like you don't know what secondhand things are. Don't do that. Another name for secondhand is thrift. Don't act like y'all ain't never been to the thrift store. I know y'all used to roast people that go to the thrift store, but there's some gems you can find in the thrift store. There's some other times you find junk. What's love but a secondhand emotion? Sweet old-fashioned notion. But today, starting today, and for a little while on Thursdays, we are going to take a little bit of a journey. We're going to take a little bit of a journey through 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 7. It is often described as the hymn of love. It is something that we hear a lot. We heard it in Sunday school a lot about love. We often hear this around Valentine's Day. When you were in Sunday school, you learned about it around Valentine's Day. I mean, we learned about it all the time. But Valentine's Day is the main time when you were a kid in Sunday school or children's church, where you learned about love. You learned about love throughout the month of February. And so, for a few Thursdays, we're going to talk about some pieces of 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 7. And it basically says this, that love is patient, love is kind, love is not jealous, love is not rude or selfish, and it cannot be made angry easily. Love never remembers the wrongs done against it. Love is never happy when others do wrong, but is always happy with the truth. Love never gives up on people. Love always protects. Love always perseveres. Love always hopes. And love never fails. So we're going to take bits and pieces of that throughout the next few weeks and talk about, just certain things about this. We're gonna take a piece and we're going to stretch it out, and we're gonna have a discussion about love is patient, love is kind, love is not jealous, love always protects, it perseveres, it hopes, it never fails, and never gives up on people. And it's gonna be at random. I like sequential order, but we're not gonna do it in sequential order. We're gonna go with the flow and have fun with it. But I know for those who have been listening since season 1, by the way, thank you all for all of your support in season 1. You made season 1 a success. You made this what it is. I'm grateful for all of you, for all of your just unending support. But if you do know, we did a series called The Confusion Chronicles in season 1. And one of those episodes was called The Love Game. The Love Game. So we described love in a way. We described the levels of love, and we'll recap that in just a few minutes. But we talked about the levels of love. We also talked about the love game. And I encourage you to go back into the archives, into season 1, and find the episode called The Love Game, where we talked about the levels of love and the love game. Get good feelings without the call, good feelings, regardless of the cost, a few other things, but definitely check out that episode. But I wanted to do a part 2 of that, but give it a different name, called Love Is, a journey through 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through, I put 4 through 8 on the graphic, but it's actually 4 through 7. Just bear with me, and we will get it right. But yeah, I wanted to do a part 2, but let's recap just a little bit, and let's talk about what love is. Let's define what love is. We all have our own definitions of love and what it means to us. We all have our definitions. We all have had our experiences with both good love and bad love, and we will talk about bad love on the Tuesday series that we do. Bad love is we're gonna have some fun with that one. We're gonna give it a go. But love defined, this is kind of what I feel that love is. And we're not going to be on here long, so please, I encourage you. I kind of talk fast. Please take the notes down. Write these down. Put these in your phone. Put these in your iPad. Put these in your laptop. Just put them in your tablet, period. Just write them down. discuss things with your friends and your family. I encourage people to have open discussions after each episode, just to kind of recap it for yourself. I encourage you to listen to these episodes with everybody in your family. I encourage you to do that. These shows are for everybody. For the young who need to know, and the older, the people in the middle that need that reminder. The people in the middle and the people that are a little older that still need that reminder of certain things in their lives, that they can accomplish certain things in their life, no matter what their age is. I encourage everybody to listen to this from 0 to 100 or beyond. But what is love? This is love defined to me. 1, love has levels. Love has levels. There's levels to this. Smack somebody on the arm if you listen to this with someone, and slap them and say, "There's levels to this. There's levels to this." And matter of fact, slap yourself if you listening by yourself and say, "Yeah, there's levels to this. There's levels to love. Oh, there's levels to this. There's no. I'm not giving somebody a level that they haven't earned. Oh, shoot, here we go. Yep, we're digging into it early. I'm not giving somebody a level they haven't earned, and better yet, I'm not going to try to get a level that I haven't earned. Oh, have you ever had somebody in your life try to earn a level of love that they have not, tried to get a level of love that they never have earned? They never took the time to earn it. Oh, man, we're digging deep into it. Talk to him, Stevens. I think I will. That was the first one of this season. Talk to him, Stevens. I think I will. Here, there are so many people in our lives that will take the time to get levels of love that they have not taken the time to earn. Especially this first one, Eros. There's so many people that have not earned this level of love and will do whatever it takes to make sure they get that level of love from you and then bounce to the next person. There's so many people that haven't earned this level, but they will do whatever they will say whatever they can. They will whisper sweet nothings in your ear, do certain things for you, and if you are not strong enough, you will give up this level of love, passionate love. Don't act like you don't know what Eros is. Don't act like you've never done that. But don't act like you've never had somebody try to do whatever it took to get this from you without doing it the right way. It takes time to get here. It takes time to get passionate love, Eros. B, Philia, affectionate. Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. This is familial love. This is what this is. This is Philia, affectionate love, love for a family member, love for my brother, love for my sister. This family love right here. Storage, familiar. Oh, storage is also storage, familiar love. It's just the love I'm used to. Loot is playful love. Mania. Have you ever been in mania? Have you ever had to endure mania on both ends? Have you ever been so obsessed with somebody? Oh, man. Have you ever been obsessed with somebody so much that you will go to great lengths to even mess up your own character to be with this person? Do certain things to be with this person. Spend money that you don't have, go to places you shouldn't be around people you shouldn't, talk in ways that you never have in order to be around a person. We're not talking about changing the game in a positive way. We're talking about that type of mania that causes your character to be compromised. We have, and there are some people that will do this obsessively, will be obsessed with someone. that they will stalk a person. They will come up, they will show up to your job. Have you ever had somebody just been so obsessive with you, unhealthily obsessed with you? They just crazy. Yeah, it's not even in love. They just crazy. They just showing up at random, blowing your phone up. This, that, and the third. They're just doing it. Listen. Mania can be unhealthy sometimes. Mania can be can be unhealthy. Pragma, enduring, lasts for a long time. Pragma, filiatia, self-love. Some of us have to learn how to love ourselves before we can love anybody else. Because if we don't learn filiatia, if we don't learn how to learn the value of filiatia, self-love, we open the door for people to do whatever and say whatever, all in the name of love. And agape, selfless. This is giving. You hear a lot of churches that the first name of the church is agape, I mean, just selfless. It's to love and give, and be charitable. Selfless love. Love has levels. And we have to understand the levels of love and be intentional about getting and earning levels. Not just saying whatever to a person or allowing other people to say things to us and giving them that access just because we ate up everything they said, or we said something to them in order for us to get it. Be careful with the levels that you give to people. So love has levels. Number 2, love has limits. Love has limits. I know, love has limits. It has limits. It has limits. In other words, it can't be bought. I know what you're thinking. I know there was an argument about certain things, about bags, and I know there was an argument. It was all on Twitter. You were all arguing about it on Instagram. But love can't be bought. That's cool. That's cool when you buy me stuff. That's great. But anybody can buy me something. But not everybody can love me on a deep level. Not everybody. Here we go. Everybody can buy you something. I could go out here and buy my best friend whatever she wanted. But that doesn't mean that I'm trying to buy their love. See, love has to be earned. It can't be bought. It can't be bought. You can't buy my love. You can't buy my love with a Nike sweatshirt. You can't buy my love with a pair of retros. You can't buy my love with a car. You can't buy my love with a. You can't buy my love. You just listen. The Beatles made a song called "Buy Me Love," but Blackstreet made a song as well, and it said, "Buy me love. Money can't buy me love." Listen to the song. Listen. It is one of my favorite songs. It's been one of my favorite songs since I was a kid, even before I knew what love truly meant and what the song truly meant. Buy me love. Money can't buy me love. No, y'all stop trying to buy people's love. Stop it. We end up trying to buy people's love, and end up broke and broken. Because we put our money, and here we go. Yeah. We put our money and our energy into people that only want the things that you buy for us, not the love that we can give, not the authentic love that we can give to people. Here it is. Yeah, you can't buy. Listen, stop. Ladies, this is for my ladies. Guys too, but for the ladies, stop allowing people, just for everybody, you don't forget it. We're not just going to single people out. Just for everybody. Stop allowing people to buy you things to buy your love. And stop trying to buy other people's love. If they don't accept you for if they only accept you for the money that you have and not who you are, that's not a person you should be around. You shouldn't be connected to a person that only sees you as a dollar sign, not as a person that has enduring love or as authentic love, not for your heart. They only see you for your pocketbook. Please get yourself away from people that only see you as a dollar sign. Love has limits. It can't be bought. Love isn't abusive. It's not supposed to be abusive, and we're going to talk about that very soon. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to talk about bad love. We're going to talk about it on a Tuesday. We're going to talk about it. Bad love. Let's see. Love isn't abusive. It's not supposed to hurt. Love is not supposed to hurt. It's not supposed to hurt. It's not supposed to be painful. But oftentimes, and if this triggers somebody, I understand. I've been where you've been. I understand how you feel. Love isn't abusive, but it's been used, but it's used as a tool of abuse. And it's a tool to abuse. It's triggering. I'm triggered by that. There's that scene, if y'all remember, there's that scene on, here we go, talking about Tina Turner again, on What's Love Got to Do with It. They're at the height of their success, or they're getting to the height of their success. They made some money. They're doing well. They're having a pool party one hot summer day. They're having a pool party. Yeah, and Ike was kind of Ike was in the house, and Tina said something to him, and he snapped, and he started to beat her, drag her through the hallway. He was beating her first, and she's hollering and screaming and crying, "No, Ike, stop, please, don't do this, don't do this." And her friends and the family and everybody heard the screaming. The kids saw what had happened. They're distraught. They're in shock. They saw it. There were witnesses to what happened. But the next scene that you see, in the midst of her being crumpled to just right after seeing her become a crumpled, beaten mess. The next scene that you see is it's nighttime. She's asleep. And Ike walks into the room in the midst of her sleep, in the midst of her slumber, with a box and some flowers. He gives her a kiss on the cheek. See, this is where love can't be bought comes into play. It can't be bought. Love is used as a tool of abuse and when I say love, it shouldn't be abuse. Love isn't abusive but it's used as a tool of abuse because so many times in our lives we've allowed people to abuse us. And then all it took was somebody buying us something and we forgot the whole thing. Sometimes, and not all the time, it gives people the opportunity to do it all again, to hurt you all over again. Oh, well, I bought you this, and so now I've got control over you. Because all I have to do is smack you around and then buy you a bag, cuss you out, and buy you some flowers. Or cheat on you. Oh. And buy you a car. Cheat on and destroy your self-confidence and destroy your self-esteem, to lower you, to demean you, to make you feel subservient, to make you feel less than. All I have to do is buy you something, buy you a house, buy you something, and it all is all right. See, we hide abuse behind materialistic things. Hide abuse behind materialistic things. I gotta stay on this for a second because there's somebody right now that's struggling in a relationship where all it is has been abuse, but then material things have been bought and it seems like everything is smoothed over. And sometimes we become so desensitized to the abuse because we get things and stuff. Don't allow yourself to be so desensitized to the abuse that you're receiving from a significant other, from a family member, from somebody. It doesn't matter. That all it takes is them buying you something or handing you some money or doing something. No. Don't allow money to be the reason why you continue, or things to be the reason why you continue to be abused. There's somebody out here right now that's trying to find a way out of their situation. They don't know how. They don't know when. They want a way out because it's killing them. It's destroying them inside. But somehow they're staying because somehow they don't have the strength to leave. I'm here to let somebody know your love should never be bought, and love should never be abused, and it should never be used as a tool of abuse. Here to let somebody know there is a way out. Let me get off of there. Love is authentic and transparent. You can't fake love, period. You can't fake love me. Because I can feel it when you fake love me. I can't fake love. Some of y'all try. But you can't fake real love. Just like you can't buy real love, you can't fake it either. There's a lot of people, and Drake said it. I got fake friends showing fake love to me. Straight up to my face. We ain't just talking about. Now, it takes boldness to show fake love in front of your face. Well, what about all those times when it takes boldness it takes boldness to say that you really don't love a person like that. It takes boldness. I got fake friends. I got fake family members. I'm in relationships where they're showing fake love. Not just behind my back, but straight up to my face. What happens when the love that you receive is counterfeit? Talk to them. We're going to say that. We're going to stay right there. What happens when the love that you receive is counterfeit? Have you ever seen those shows? Pawn Stars. Hardcore Pawn. You ever seen those where somebody brings something in? It may be it may be some type of jewel. And they'll come in with demands. I want this much for it. But the appraiser looks at it, checks it out, and lets them know that is counterfeit. And they become distraught. They become angry. They become belligerent. They become pugnacious. They want to hop over the counter. They want to fight. They want to cuss. They want to scream. They want to spit. They want to scratch. All because you told them. And you peeped. And all because they told them. And they peeped a certain thing on that particular diamond. Or that particular jewel. That wasn't real. How many times have you peeped game on the people around you that show fake love, that show counterfeit love? They come to you with fake love, counterfeit love. And when you peep game and let them know about themselves, they want to get belligerent and angry and scream and cry and, yeah, I love you and this and that. You can't tell me I don't love you. I do this, and this. Yeah, great. That's wonderful. But do you know how to love me when everything is going wrong? See, authentic love will love somebody that authentically loves you will love you when you get it right, and will love you when you get it wrong. When you love you when it's all bad, love you when it's good, when the bottles are popping, everything is sweet. When you're eating Benihana, or when you're eating ramen noodles, they'll love. Is authentic and transparent. If I love you enough, I'll tell you what's going on in my life. If I love you enough, if I trust you enough. And you can't trust everybody. And you've heard me say this, but you can't trust everybody with your with your story. You can't trust everybody with what you're going through. You can't trust everybody with your level of you can't trust everybody with transparency. There's levels to transparency. You can't give every detail about yourself to everybody. Because not everybody can handle certain details about you. Aha. Boom. All right. And finally, love takes time and must be cultivated. Just like a friendship, and we've talked about the levels of friendships, and we've talked about the levels of love, and now we're talking about what love is. Even more expansively and extensively talking about what love is. We must understand that love takes time and must be cultivated. You can't love over time. Yes, we're commanded to love everybody. Yes, we're commanded to love everybody. But there's levels to this love. As previously stated, there are levels to love. Only one person should get certain levels of love. Eros. Stuff like that. There's levels to this. Not everybody's going to get to that level. You're commanded to love everybody. Even the people that persecute you. The Bible talks about it. Love your enemies. And those that persecute you. Talks about that. Yeah, it's hard to love somebody that don't love you back. It's hard to love somebody that just is angry at you. It's hard to love somebody that don't even know you. It's hard to love people. It's hard to love. It's hard to go into things, into hateful situations with love. It's hard to go into some places with some bad energy and some bad vibes with love. It's hard. But love takes time on both ends. It takes time not only to give love to a hateful to show love in a hateful situation, but sometimes it takes time to receive love during a hateful situation. Love takes time. It must be built. There's a foundation to this. It takes time. It's just like building a building. It takes time, and it must be cultivated over that time. You can't get it in a day. You can't get if you really like somebody, if you're trying to date somebody, you got to understand that it's going to take a long time to get to a certain level of love that you want. So I encourage you, as you go into the weekend, find your own definition for love. Find your own definition for what love is to you. Find your own definition for what it means. Because we all need to know and understand the value of love, loving authentically, loving without abusing, and that the fact that love cannot be bought, that love, the levels and limits to love. So I encourage you this week to take the time, and learn about the levels of love. Hey, listen, thank you for joining the show today. Don't forget to follow the show page and my personal page. The show page is 22_podcast. That is 22_podcast on Instagram. And my personal page at AlexJ_live. That is AlexJ_live. Please don't forget the 22 podcast has merch. That's on 22apparel.threadless.com. That is 22apparel.threadless.com. See you soon.